It's Rita from Miss Rita to the Rescue. Hello and welcome. Um, and let's see who's here today. Of course, our tried and true friends are here. Loretta, there's Lori Joe, and Yvonne is here. Hope. Oh, nice, great. Um, let's see. Tree video Rita did last year. Did I do the tree video last year? I do not recall. I can't recall. So, we're going to have to do it again because I can't remember. I think maybe I talked about it and maybe it was 2 years ago. I don't know. Good morning. Good morning. How is everyone? Hey, there's Leilani. Good morning. Hi, Tom. Hi, John. There's Gloria and Tara and Laura. Good morning. Did I see Elizabeth? There's Toby from Iowa. And who else is there? Debbie. Good morning to all of my friends. I'm hoping that you are having a lovely day. Today we're going to do Toby, hello. Good morning. Hi, Sherry. Good morning. So today we're going to be doing Christmas in July, I suppose, with a freebie from Dreaming Tree. I was going to say Design Space, but Dreaming Tree. This is Leo and his friends over there in Chicago. Who have designed quite a few free and really some beautiful 3D stuff. And today we're going to be doing a freebie. So all this means is that all you have to do is create an account with Dreaming Tree. You go to 3dsvg.com and you create a little account here. And I want to just show you, I've had an account with them for a long time. And here are all the orders. Now, if you are, for instance, just wanting the freebies, you still need to do an order. It still shows up as an order. So you do need to create an account with them, but that's fine because it also saves all of the orders, including the freebies. And you'll notice here I am in my account. I'm going to go to downloadable products and you'll see these are all the freebies I have ever purchased and also the purchased items that I've ever purchased from Dreaming Tree. And they're all right here. There's no limit on to the number of times you can download, which for me is great because sometimes I forget to download the purchases that I make, whether they're for free or not. And so you can come here and you can just download by going over here to the download file. Now this will go to your downloads file. So your download file might differ from what mine looks like, but it's generally the same. Basically what you're doing is you're taking a file, a computer file, it's usually zipped, from a website, whether it's Dreaming Tree or another, and you are bringing it into your computer. And then from there, you need to upload it to your Design Space software. So I'm going to show you how to do this from start to finish, and then we'll put together this lovely card, which is it's just a very pretty Holly note card. I put this on the inside and then I changed my mind. I'm going to show you what I decided to do. And that's the great thing about free products. You don't have to, or about any file really, you don't have to do exactly what the maker has suggested. It's just a suggestion. You can do whatever you want, change it up. And that will be fun too. So let's go ahead and navigate over to 3dsvg.com, and that's where I am right now. So I'm just going to go here to their main files. Okay. So the way that this site works is they give you freebies that are smaller versions, but it gives you a taste of kind of what they do, which is mostly 3D projects, big projects, and a lot of detail. And so some people get a little bit nervous about doing something that big. So I think this is just genius on the part of Leo, where he or they have decided to give you free files that give you a taste of what their files are like, and they usually coordinate with their free gift. So this is what happens, is that they have a free gift about every 3 weeks. You'll get a gift, or you're offered a gift of at least 3 products in the gift. And then what happens is you come and you purchase some of their older files and you get the gift for free. It's usually $9.95, I think. And you can see here, I've purchased quite a few. You can see the little banner that says owned on almost every single one of these. So once you do that, you can purchase. But they also have these free SVG files for anybody. It doesn't have to be with a purchase. And these are great starter projects for you if you are fairly new to their site. But they're also very versatile as well. And a lot of times you can find things that you can just either use a piece of or change. There's a number of cards here, as well as little treat bags and boxes. The most recent one is this ginormous popcorn bucket, which I think is just terrific. So we're going to actually go to page 2 of the free files, and this is the one that we're going to download. It's called the Holly Notecard. It's a free SVG. You're going to get all of this. You're not going to get a physical product. You're going to get like a computer download, okay? And then you would add this to your cart. Now, I already added this to my cart, and because I needed to make it ahead of time. So instead, I'm going to go, now that I've already added it, I'm going to go to downloadable products, and I'm going to search for that file. It starts with an H, and this is alphabetical. So F, and there's G and H. Here we go. H. Holly gift box. Nope. Right under here. Holly note card. So we're going to hit download right here. Okay. And you notice that mine does this little like jump into the download file. And that is over here just so that you can see. So here are my downloads. Again, yours might look different. You may have to do a few extra little doodads on your computer, but you know your computer best. I'm showing you like the process, and you can figure out all the like changes that you might need to be making. So in my downloads file, I have a number of downloads here. Let's see, we've got this one. There it is, Holly Note Card 3D SVG. Now you'll see in this file that in addition to giving you the SVG parts, which there are 4 different parts, they're also giving you an image so that you can have a look. So there's our image. And then let's go back there. And there's also what's a PDF. So this is great for some of the larger projects. Maybe you don't need it for the smaller ones, but basically what it tells you is, in order to create this note card, here's what you're going to need. Here are the supplies that you're going to need. And then it tells you each piece of the puzzle to put together. So I always use these PDFs as sort of a prep to get all of my pieces together. Okay, so I'm going to use 8.5 by 11 inch paper for this project, except for the envelope. It does require a 12 by 12. I get my 8.5 by 11 inch paper from usually from Michael's, and here is just an example of what you're going to do, what you're going to need. So see up here, it says you need 2 sheets of 12 by 12 vanilla cardstock. You need 1 sheet of caramel. So I don't know what caramel is to them, but to me this looks, it's more of a craft color, so I'm going to choose that. And then I also need red, evergreen, and the vanilla. Now, so for the vanilla, Somebody's texting me. My sister is texting me. What are you doing, sissy baby? Why are you doing that? I actually am going to use just one sheet of the 12 by 12, and I'll show you how I do that. Okay, so let's go on over to Design Space. And here is my file. I'm going to just save it and I'll start from scratch. So you can see everything from start to finish how to do this. So now I'm going to go over here. I have a blank screen. I'm going to go over here on the left-hand side to this arrow with pointing upward called upload. Okay. And then here I'm going to go to upload image. All right, and we have our choice here, drag and drop or browse. I usually do the browse, although I should learn how to do the drag and drop. It would be a lot easier. Anyway, so we're going to go over to downloads, and now I'm going to look for the file that we just downloaded. So here it is, Holly Notecard, and we're going to see SVG. So under SVG, you'll see that there are these 4 pieces. There's the main piece, and we're just going to hit open and upload. Okay, and we're going to do this for all. Whoops, okay, I don't need to know that we are downloading. Okay, so we're going to hit upload again and browse. Go to my downloads, go to the Hollyberry SVG, go to the next one on the list, which is Crimson, and we're going to open that and upload it. So we do that for all the pieces, and that does include the envelope. So I just want to show you that in the envelope, you'll see under extras, there's the envelope, and you can choose that. Now, you can also do something called solid score lines. Generally speaking, outside of the design space realm, when a designer wants to design something for Design Space, they have to do a sort of a, what do you call it? Like a dotted, or no more, it's like a dashed cut line, basically. But if you wanted to, you can do it in solid score lines so that you can have, for instance, you can have a solid score line using your scoring wheel or your scoring stylus, but you need to pull those in just like I'm doing here. So I'm thinking that I already uploaded. There it is. So there are all of our pieces that are uploaded. I'm just looking at all of the uploaded images. And so now I'm going to select all the pieces. I choose add to canvas, just like this, add to canvas on all of these pieces. And then on the bottom, at least this is the way I can see that we do it. We're going to hit view. And once you do view, it's going to show you your canvas. So there are all of our pieces, including with the envelope. I'm going to move the envelope here because it's kind of like not the most critical thing that I'm thinking about. So, so this card is going to be A2 sized card, A2, which is, you really, Leslie? I need to hear about this, Leslie. Leslie says she bought something called SVG Merge, and it allows you to upload all the pieces into one SVG. And boy, that sounds, I really should try drag and drop. It is so much faster. You're right. I haven't figured that out yet. I guess I'm going to have to now that you guys are telling me. But just so that you know, yeah, I get it. It's really frustrating not to do drag and drop. I guess I'm like, just sometimes I'm a little bit stuck in my old ways of doing things. And so there you go. So here are all of our pieces. A couple of things that I want to mention about them is that you see that the off-white piece is actually in 2 pieces. I want to do these separately because I want to be able to use 8.5 by 11 inch paper for them. So what I'm going to do, since they are connected and they're not grouped, I'm actually going to duplicate them. Let me just move these over. So now I have two. I want to separate these. So I'm going to hit contour at the bottom. And the first thing I'm going to do is eliminate that just plain piece. So now I have this piece. And then I'm going to do it with my second. I'm going to hide all contours. And I'm going to just choose this one, the blank one. So now I have two separate pieces. Now this piece is supposed to go on the inside of the card. So if you want to put a sentiment in, for instance, this would be a great card to make for all of your Christmas cards if you put the right sentiment in there. So let's go over to images and image sets. And I'm going to click on, I'm going to type out Anna, because Anna Griffin has some great sentiments for Christmas cards in Design Space. So let's go down to, I think I'm going to go to, where is it? This is Garden. Here, Christmas cards and embellishments. I like that one. And let's find something that is sort of neutral. It's not necessarily Christmas or Hanukkah or something. It's just sort of neutral. So I like this one. May all the joys of the season be yours. Very neutral. So let's choose that one. We'll add it to our canvas. We do need to resize it because it has to go on this, the inside part of the card. So I'm going to resize it to be, I want to leave a little bit of space at the top and a lot more space at the bottom. So once I have that, I'm going to grab both the background and the saying, and I'm going to come over here and do attach. Now that is stuck on the inside of the card. Okay. And let's go ahead. I'm going to hide the envelope right now because we'll talk about the envelope after the fact. So here we go. These are all the things that we're going to make. Whoop. My project is incompatible. Why? Why? Okay, it has something to do with the pen. So you see over here with the exclamation point says joys of the season. It says, uh-oh, there's something wrong here. So I'm going to go over here because there's not really anything wrong except possibly the pen. So I'm going to go over here to operations where it says pen. My sister keeps texting me and it's really driving me crazy, Annette. Okay, so I'm going to choose this pen, fine point pen in black. And now you'll see that there is no circle with the exclamation point there. Okay, and now we are ready. All right. I'm going to treat Annette. Please stop texting me. She's texting me about Owen. Uh-oh, what's this? Oh, I know what we forgot to do. So let's just cancel. Now see this dotted or this dashed cut line. So I guess my son is looking for a fishing license and she's asking me about that. Okay. So this dashed cut line, we're going to attach before we go ahead and try to cut it. So we're going to hit attach and then we hit make it. And you'll see here that we've got 4 different pieces right here. Okay. Now, if you wanted to make these in bulk, I would recommend that you do that. You can do them 2 at a time because if you're using 8.5 by 11 inch paper, it makes it a whole lot easier to do it that way. However, I'm going to use 8.5 by 11 inch paper for this part. And so I don't want for these 2 to be on the same mat. So in order to accommodate that, I'm going to go over here to material size and I'm going to choose 8.5 by 11 inch paper. It's also called letter. So by doing that, it has changed it so that now I have 2 different sheets of paper here to do that. Same thing for this. I want it also to be on 8.5 by 11 inch paper. So I do that and you'll notice that it's 2 at a time. And then here as well. I kind of move these over here just so that I know how I'm putting them in the paper. So I'm in the machine. So then we hit continue and we're going to cut them all out. I think for this, I want to just show you how to do the one with the pen because the rest of the cutting is sort of normal, right? So I'm going to go ahead and take my paper and put it in on my mat and make sure it's stuck on there really good, just like that. And then I'll come right up here so you can see what I'm doing again. So this is the one that has the writing on it, you see? So we need to make sure that the paper is going up and down rather than across. And then what we're going to choose is medium cardstock. I'm going to hit material setting, remember, and I always do more. Okay, so now that we have that all set, we're ready to put it into our machine. Here's our machine, and we're going to put this in. Now, this one thing you need to know about the machines is that it always does the writing before it does the cutting, and the writing goes into a different clamp. It doesn't matter what machine this is, with the exception of the Joy or the Explorer 1. There are two clamps. This is clamp A, this clamp B. So we're going to take out my scoring stylus from clamp A, and then we're going to take this pen, which I'm going to test on the corner. I don't know if you can see that. And then I'm going to pop it in and close this clamp. And then I hit the button that says go. So let's go ahead and do that. While we're waiting for that to be done, I'm going to get all my pre-cuts out. So I pre-cut this for quicker use. So let's go ahead and do that. And the other thing that you're going to need if you want it for this card is probably some red rhinestones right here, or you could use sort of that puffy paint. I think it's the pearl paint if you wanted to, or red rhinestones. So might want to find those. And we'll wait until this is all cut out, and then I can show you how to put it together. Gonna need a little bit of glue, and I like to use double-sided tape as well. So so I've got my double-sided tape and I've got my glue here, and that's all you need. So if you're looking for this 8.5 by 11 inch paper, you might want to check out Michael's, but I do know that Joann's has their own. I think it's called Park Lane. Michael's is called Recollections, and I don't know, but I'm pretty sure that Hobby Lobby probably has something and they have their own name. Enamel dots, yes. Oh, excellent. So Annette, who is sort of our resident Joy fanatic, although there's quite a few of us, is saying that if you cut this card and you cut the base of the card by hand, you can do the rest of this on your Joy. And Annette's saying she found some Elmer's tape runners at Walmart for $2.50, and they work great. Thank you for all of these wonderful tips, Annette. I appreciate it. Oh no. Oh no, people are talking about saving. Yes, that's something I should have done. So see how this cut out 2 of these for us. And I'm just gonna remove this. I'm gonna take out my pen because I don't want my pen to dry out. And put this over here. Okay, so let's move down here. All right, so may all the joys of the season be yours. Boy, that looks so pretty. And let's put this away. And then we've got all of our little pieces here to put together. I actually have 2 of these, so that's okay. Let's work on the card first. So here is our card base, and you'll see there is the dash cut line. Now, if you don't like this dash cut line, because it does give it sort of a little bit of a bumpiness quality to it, you can do the solid score lines if you want. To me, this doesn't matter too much, so I'm okay with it. Let's take all of our pieces that we need. We need these 2 pieces. Okay, so here is our front piece. Okay, very intricately cut, although it cut perfectly, by the way, on medium cut. Now I'm just going to, I flipped this around. I shouldn't have flipped this around, but I'm going to see how this goes together. So there is that. And this one goes in between like a sandwich. And you can see there is our cutout base, and then it's going to go on here. Now, what about the inside? The inside's going to go like this. So let's do the inside first. I'm going to take my double stick tape. And don't go buying this at expensive stores, because you can buy a lot of this. And I go through quite a bit of this myself. So I buy it on Amazon. And I usually get like 10 rolls. They last me, a long time. Usually about a year. And I cut all the time, right? So there you go. Or you can use tape runners, or you can use glue. I just like the flat. Okay. Oh, all right. It's the mailman. Oh my dawn. Okay, enough already, all right? We're back to the old scene, I guess. So, I'll have to text my sister when I'm done here. She loves to talk, my sister. Oh my goodness. I never get out of a phone call with her in under an hour, generally speaking. She always has something to say. But I love her, I love her, I love her. And she can hold a whole conversation if she just has somebody to listen to her. Sounds like me a little bit. All right, so there we go. We're going to put this on, and there's a little bit, like maybe a 1/4 of an inch around each edge there. Now, if you didn't want to do the thing here, you could also do this, which is what I originally wanted to show you. This is a cut from a vinyl, and I found this very pretty Seasons Greetings for that insert piece if you wanted to do it this way. Either way, super easy to do. What? Okay, super easy to do. Make sure you just go ahead and weed all of this. Boy, a lot of things getting me off track this morning. I don't know. Wonder what it is. The vacation week is always kind of interesting, isn't it? It's sort of vacation week for a lot of people. There you go. All right, so you could do that. I'm missing the eye, but I would be better. I would be better at that than normally if I was paying attention, but I wasn't. Okay, so here's the inside of our card. And then we've got these 3 pieces. Now, I'm going to use both glue and the tape, okay? Because I want for each of these to be really pressed down, really close to each other. However, there are some really small bits. You see right here? There's some really small bits that would drive me absolutely insane if they kind of lifted. So I'm using a little bit of this transfer tape. Well, it's not transfer tape. Double-sided tape here. like this. And then I'm going to get my glue, and I'm going to make sure that I dot it, but just gently, okay? Just a little tiny dot on these pieces that are otherwise going to lift, okay? You don't want a lot of glue in here because otherwise it'll smush through and then it will look not great. I mean, it's not going to look terrible, but you know, you want it to look as professional as you can, sort of thing. So once we have that ready, I'm going to remove this double stick tape around the edges. Hey you guys, I was going through all my files yesterday and I found something I totally forgot that I had, and it was from Dreaming Tree. It's for a winter castle, Winterland Castle, I think it's called. Do I have this right? I want to make sure I have this right. Okay, here it is. So now I'm going to press this on, but I'm going to try to make it as close to those pieces as possible. There we go. Don't talk. While I'm doing this, Rita, don't talk. Okay. This is a little bit off base, but you get the idea. See how this is a little bit off base? I don't know if I'm going to be able to pull it apart. Yeah, I am. Okay, so let's do that. It might be easier too if... No, I'm not going to do it. All right, so this is a little off base. If you're going to be really picky about this, then you can clean up the edges like this. All right, all right, all right. Like that, okay? So you can still see a little bit of red there. I'm not too happy about that. So I think what I'll do instead is, all right, you. Why are we barking? Why are we barking? Neighbor? Dog? It's not trash day. Don't know what. I don't know what. I think maybe using the double stick tape and the glue together wasn't a great idea considering it didn't line up as well. So, you know, you guys do what you want to do. If you feel more content with the way that it's lining up, then that's fine. Go ahead and do what you want. But I guess I'm just sort of all messed up here today. All right, so you see that these are supposed to be lined up absolutely right on their edges, but I didn't do that. So, oh well. I did it on the first one. Where's our first one? Just so you can see. Oh, there it is. There's our first one. I did line it up so that you're not seeing the red except for during the berries, in the berries, you see. So be careful about how you do that. All right, so now it's ready to go on. And this is where I'm going to use the double stick tape because I don't really need it for the other pieces. All right. Right, so what I'm saying is I found this castle. It was one of the first files that they did at 3D SVG or Dreaming Tree, and so it's been a while, and I bought it and I thought, oh wow, that's fabulous. And as I was looking at all of my different files yesterday, I was like, you know, I really want to make that, but it required so much paper. I'm going to show you in a second. Requires so much paper of colors that I do not have because Cricut never came out with them. So I found a place that I want to tell you about in a second. I found a place where I can find all those different colors, and I want to show you that place. All right. So there is our card. Now, if you wanted to do a little bit of inking around here, you could. You'll notice on the original that he did do that. Now, for the envelope, if you make the envelope, sometimes people don't make the envelopes, but if you make the envelope, there is an insert piece right here, and we're going to just fold right along the dashed cut lines, just like that, and the other way to make it nice and neat. Now, if you wanted to make this card a 5 by 7 inch card, you can do that. So easy to do. However, the envelope that it comes with does not fit. So you would probably need to get a 5 by 7 inch envelope, because I'll show you in a second how that works. And this also, by the way, needs to be so that there's sort of a little lip here, just so that you know. So I'm going to put a little tiny bit of glue around here, just so that it will stick nicely, and then I will go ahead and do here. All right, and I'm going to make sure that the flap doesn't get caught, so I put it right up against that cut line, just like that, and then fold it like this, double stick tape to close it. All right, which actually probably don't really need it there, but all right. Nothing wrong with a little extra tape, I suppose. There we go. I'll put it over here since I put it over on the other side. Have to have symmetry, of course, symmetry. And let's see. Yeah, so I found this terrific file that I've been hoarding it for, I don't know, probably close to 10 years. I'm trying to remember when they started Dreaming Tree. It could have been like around 2015 or something like that, but maybe not so quite 10 years. But it's been a while. And so let's see how that goes. All right, I got a dog hair stuck here. All right, there we go. All right, and there is our envelope. Now, again, I mentioned you might want to get either rhinestones or some sort of sticky embelly, and these are enamel dots that I'm using. These actually aren't really red, but they're the ones I grabbed. So I'm just going to put these 3 little embellies. Now, if you're going to mail these, and you're going to put these embellies on there, you're going to want to be careful about how you mail them. So you can mail them, when you take them to the post office, you can ask them to hand cancel it. I don't know if there's an extra cost to that, but if you hand cancel, it will keep those in place, because otherwise the machinery is a bit crazy. It goes so fast, you know. And here is our beautiful card with this awesome envelope. And you take it out and it says, "May all the joys of the season be yours." Isn't that cute? Who didn't want to receive that? Okay, so let's come up here, because I wanted to just show you a couple of things before I let you go. So I'm going to cancel out of here. Now, as you know, I was talking about if you wanted to make this a larger card, you could, but you would need to have your own envelope, and that's fine too. You could do that. So what we're going to do is we're going to grab all of these and hit align center. Now they're all here. You see, they're all here. I can put this in the back if it makes sense so you can see it better. Once I do align center, I'm going to group it, and then I'm going to come up to the size, and I'm going to change the width I'm going to change the height, not the width, to 10. And that we're going to also do the width to 7, I believe. Yeah. And now we have an 8.5 by, I'm sorry, a 5 by 7 inch card for you. Okay. And there you go. But as I was discussing, sometimes you can't find the paper that you're looking for whatever reason. And one of the things that I wanted to point out about Dreaming Tree, here we go. So this is the project. Show it in A2 size. Show it in A2 size. Oh, to do that in A2 size would be group this together, do align center, and the A2 size is 5.5 by, ooh, wait a minute, second, 8.25 by 5.5. So I'm gonna just go ahead and hit the width to 5.5, oops, 5.5. And you'll see it comes up at 7.87, but you can just change it to 8.25. And that is 8.25 is actually A2 size. So there you go. There's the A2 size. And when this piece is folded in half, it will be, actually, I'm wrong. It will be, where's my brain today? I'm going to do it 8.5. Sorry. Align, center, 8.5. And 8.5 by 5.5. So what that is a half of it, 8.5 by 11, but it's duplicated. How am I explaining this? I'm not explaining it very well, but basically when it's folded, when this is folded, it'll be 4.25 by 5.5, and that's A2 size. Okay. Now, as I was talking, let's go back to Dreaming Tree. There is a, let's see, what's it called? Enchanted. He likes the word enchanted. So Enchanted Winterland Castle, which is huge. And as I was looking at this file going, this is something I do want to make. I'm looking at, there's 3 pieces to it. There's a favor box. There is, where is the other piece? There are 2 favor boxes. There's the watchtower and the knight's tent, and then here is the castle. So you see on this castle 6 sheets of peony, 3 sheets of lavender, 4 sheets of lagoon, 5 sheets of stone. Well, these are all colors. They're beautiful. They're going to be beautiful colors, but they're all colors I do not have in stock. So where was I going to find them? So I was on the Design Space, I'm sorry, on the Dreaming Tree site, and I started looking at where I started looking at, let's see, shop, maybe it was help. No, it wasn't help. Was it the blog? Nope, wasn't the blog. It had to be, I know. I was looking at, let's just find that again. Winter. Okay, Winterland Castle, okay? And when I clicked on the Winterland Castle, which you can buy separately, by the way, and I went down to here. This is something I think often gets overlooked with Dreaming Tree, is that in addition to finding there is the assembly, they also have a little trailer. It's kind of like a preview. Then they have compatibility, dimensions, and supply list. Okay. And you can see here, there is the whole supply list here. And it says all cardstock featured is by AC Cardstock by American Craft. And it does say buy on Amazon. But at some point, I saw that they were actually working with this company right here. See, so it says need cardstock. So how do I get back to that previous, there it is. I'm going to click on that, and it comes to 12 by 12 cardstock shop. So if you are not familiar and you're looking for cardstock individually or as a pack, I would recommend this shop. It's 12x12 cardstock.shop. Okay. And they have, we like the AC cardstock textured, but there's also Basil, which is actually run by the same company, AC Cardstock. But you can go here and click on textured cardstock, and you can see by brand. You can do American crafts, and here you will see all the different colors. So we were looking for peony, right? So let's just scroll down, see if we can find the peony color, just so that you know. Well, here's lilac. We need lilac too, right? So let's have a look at this one. And you can see you can buy this individually as a single sheet for 84 cents, or you can buy it as a 25 pack. So this is a really fun place to shop if you are looking very specifically for colored cardstock. Kind of all they do is cardstock. So they have cardstock and paper. They also sell envelopes, adhesives, and a few other things such as ink pads and things like that. So if you are looking for a place to buy cardstock and you just can't get the exact color that's listed, here is where you can find it. Okay. I think they have too. The prices are really pretty good. And the shipping is free if you order over $70 worth of cardstock, which I'll tell you, for me, it was easy to get to $70 because I was buying 25 packs. But they do. It's free ground shipping over $70. Now, for tomorrow, we are going to be going over to Simply Crafty SVGs. So that is the website is actually called Simply Crafty SVGs plural.com. Okay, Rita. And you will see that they have their own list of free files. So if you go over here, you can go to freebies. And well, because it's Christmas in July, I decided that we were going to do this caroling dog card. And actually, I'm going to show you the preview of it because it's so darn cute. I decided to put a wobble because he's, singing, oh, holy night. So I used a wobble on this. I used also some glitter and some pop dots. And this was free. And just thought it was cute if you wanted to send it to your friends that like dogs, or if you want to, isn't it adorable? It's just so cute. I also put some glossy accents on the nose. So that is going to be our tomorrow make. Okay. And I think that, I know, very cute, right? Very, very, very cute. And it's free. It's free, you guys. It's free. I just want to, yeah, I don't know why, but my screen is showing it's not showing. I don't know how you do that. I think somebody... Yeah, so we are going to be using action wobbles for tomorrow. Did that work? No, it didn't kind of work. I don't know. So the site, again, for tomorrow, if you want to do that, is simplycraftysvgs.com. Okay, simplycraftysvgs.com. And then if you were looking to make today's project, you're going to go to 3dsvg.com. And it is found under the free SVG files on page 2. And there it is. It's called the Holly Note Card. So I hope that you enjoyed today's class. I messed up a little bit. I think, I don't know, my sister must have thought that I was not working today. But I have to go back to text her. So anyway, I hope that you enjoyed this and that you'll be back tomorrow as we do this really cute freebie tomorrow. Yeah, so the dog is from Simply Crafty SVGs. I think it's on their freebies, first page of their freebies. Let's go back there so you can see. It's called the Caroling Dog Card. Okay? And I think that's it. Guys don't get the wobbles. That they just don't get the wobbles, do they? So that's going to do it for me for today, you guys. Thank you so much for coming, and I will see you tomorrow. And you know what? This is like the first week I've done 5 days in a week, and for I don't know, it's like been months since I've done 5 days a week programming. So it's been fun. It's been getting me out of bed, and I'm feeling better anyway. So that's pretty cool. And so it's so glad to be with you as well. So if you aren't already subscribed to my channel on YouTube, please subscribe because you will miss things like this. Okay. All right. All right, everybody. Love you very much. And we will see you again tomorrow. Tomorrow. There's always tomorrow. Okay. Bye, guys. Take care. Oh, and happy anniversary to Annette and her eye rolling husband. 38. Did I say 38? 38 years of marriage. 38 years of marriage. Happy anniversary, Annette. And may you have twice as many more, if that's possible. I hope you have many, many, many more years of wedded bliss. All right. Take care, everybody. Bye bye.